Men are past tired of the endless rundown of requests ladies toss at them. They're just keen on folks who scratch off their clothing rundown of unthinkable norms. Don't even bother if you aren't cruising around in the most recent Tesla or stacking money like it's going out of style. And even if you do succeed in exceeding their lofty requirements, this does not guarantee loyalty. They'll undermine you instantly, regardless of the amount you've made every effort to give them all that they needed. When you try to approach them, it's like trying to talk to a brick wall. They wouldn't be able to hold a conversation unless their life was in danger. The irony is almost laughable. The women who can't hold a conversation are the first to complain that men don't live up to their standards.
25 to 30.
Okay.
Because we don't want little boys.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
Can he be married?
Definitely exclude married because we don't home wreck. That's for bitches
okay.
for the street.
Okay.
Any color or shade.
All right. Wait, black?
Any color or shade because, like she said, she has types.
any.
She has types between. She has types between whatever.
How tall?
6 feet tall at least.
Okay.
And let's go for the max because we're dreaming big. We want to go on PJs on vacation, baby.
Exactly.
We want to go shopping.
Wait. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's see here.
Oh,
point.
It's not bad.
All right. So you're as delusional as Miss Africa. To my side. You also scored a 5 out of 5. Cat.
Do you have a sense of how many men you've slept with?
Yeah, it's not like 300 or anything. It's like 136, I think.
136? Okay.
Yeah. Which is a lot, but
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. Is there one week where there was just like you went on a tear and it was like 20
Yeah.
dudes?
Yeah.
Do you know how much in the most in 1 week? Like 30, 20, 30?
Not 20 to 30. It's probably like 8 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
8 to 10. So that one, the 6 in the night, that was just, you
Yeah.
went hard.
Yeah.
You went hard.
I went ham.
Okay.
How much should your man make in a year?
Can we make it monthly?
Sure.
At least 100K a month.
Isn't that a bit high compared to the average income out there?
Well, if I'm talking about my partner, I don't think so.
Why not?
If I'm making 10K a month, he should be making 10 times more than me. And that kind of puts me in the feminine position, and I view him as the masculine, as the main provider in our family, as we're going to grow, expand our family.
100K a month? She's not even that attractive, maybe a 4 to 5 without makeup. The only man making 100K a month is using her face for NBA full court basketball. Between her forehead and teeth, you've got all the backboards you need. These women are beyond delusional when they aren't even close to high value. The entitlement is off the charts.
The twofold principles are faltering. Presently, on the off chance that a lady considers moving toward a man, she better support herself for dismissal. Also, don't be surprised if he says the well-known, "I've got a girlfriend" line to avoid talking to you. After one dismiss, they're finished. In the meantime, men must leap over flaming barrels and through hoops to get their attention. The entire scene is an uneven carnival, and folks, in all honesty, are becoming weary of playing the comedian. Classic hypocrisy at its finest, women love to criticize men for actions they themselves are responsible for. They will go to any lengths to justify their own actions, but they will show no grace when a man is in charge.
Nobody thinks they're average, or most people do not think that they are average. Is this confidence or is this delusion? And what inspired this video was me posting a TikTok from one of my girl interviews. To say the comments were concerning and eye-opening is actually an understatement. So now let me read some of the comments to you. Average has nothing to do with me. Some of us don't want to be average. LOL, okay, but these are based on averages and I'm not looking for an average man. I don't give an F. I want my man to be pulling 500K. My soul left my body when I read that one. No one can survive with less than 70K. Let's be very for real. Are we okay? If you can't survive on 70K, you have a spending problem. What would you want his income to be?
I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. I would have to say 127.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000? Is that bad?
150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with You have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
I would absolutely love to know how much these girls are making, bro, because these same kind of chicks are the ones that's fucking working at Walmart and fucking Taco Bell and shit. Like, I want my man making fucking 500,000 and 6'2", and he's gotta be 10. Like, I'm telling you, homie, they're living in a constant state of delusion. As the legend Kevin Samuels once said, you can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. These chicks out here, bro, these fucking 304s, all they give a fuck about is your status. That's why I teach you motherfuckers, pick and choose wisely. Yo, man, you don't want to find a girl like this, homie. You don't want to find a chick that wants you making this much money and this and that. Find yourself a woman that respects you, homie. I always preach, find a girl when you're on the bottom, when you're working on yourself, and she gonna be sticking through that whole entire fucking time, homie. Make sure she's the right one, though. Make sure, like I said, you find yourself a traditional woman that loves you, respects you, and cares about you, not your status, man. I'm telling you, most important.
Men are expected to be these charming, endlessly entertaining machines, but what happens when the reverse is true? Women have zero interest in exerting themselves. Men's acceptance of the Mgtow, men going their own way ideology, is not surprising. Might you at any point truly fault them? The dating game these days is downright painful. Women are expected to observe and judge, while men are expected to invent fascinating conversations out of thin air. And when things unavoidably go wrong, women move on to the next guy without second thought, leaving men to deal with the consequences. Thus, when you see less men moving toward ladies, it's anything but a secret. It encompasses all of the problematic dynamics that exist between men and women today. The dating scene has changed completely.
Thinking about things in that way, I had to consider what my salary is and what kind of life we want to live. If he's making less money than me and I'm the breadwinner, I feel I personally would be uncomfortable just from what I'm making at this moment. If we're like at a point where I feel like I'm comfortable on my own, we'd be fine together, I really don't care. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a number that stands out to you?
What's the number, chat? Okay, predictions. Finally! Fuck! How much? 100K each.
Like a decent salary, like something that you would be like, okay, he needs to make this much money.
I don't think there's a number in mind.
Say a number though. Take accountability.
Especially for right now, but I would say if he's not ever making more than, let's say, $100,000.
100K! Wow! What did I say?
Then I would be a little bit worried.
Twice the average. Double what the average salary is. That's what she deserves. Why? Look, why? Why? You're boring. You look okay. Why do you deserve twice of what the average man makes?
About our future.
Why do men now approach women in a different way? Since where it counts, folks are beginning to address if they even have any desire to be with these ladies any longer. Back before the world was stuck to web-based entertainment and cell phones, standing out was a daunting task. You needed to really move toward her, up close and personal, to show you were intrigued. There were no easy routes. You needed to spruce up, follow accepted practices, and perhaps get her folks' endorsement prior to asking her out. Yet, presently, you can talk to anyone, anywhere, with just a click.
I wrote down a list of everything that I would possibly want in a man. If I gave it to my brother, he'd be like, half of that is unrealistic. In my mind, the high-value man is a unicorn because
What's the unrealistic part?
I would like a man that's got to be like 6'1", 6'3", single, no kids, never married, makes over 6 figures, you know?
That is the unrealistic part.
Which part? She named
over 6 figures. Because that right there is what would shrink her pool.
So you have to like figure out what your non-negotiables are and what are things that you can like.
I saw a video the other day. A girl's like, men are afraid to come up to us. They're not afraid to come up to you. I mean, maybe some feel a little insecure, but by and large, they're just like, I don't need this aggravation today. I don't need some diva aggravation today because more often than not, what do? Nasty, like a little attitude, puckered lips. You know the pucker look. They're tired. They're tired. They're tired of getting made fun of. They're tired of being, abused. They're tired of getting, oh, I'm a meme now. Because why? Because I looked your way for 2 seconds in the gym?
Dating used to be exciting despite the difficulty. You needed to design each move yourself, making this demeanor of energy. You didn't have the luxury of stalking someone's social media accounts beforehand. Instead, you had to rely on the image you had in your head of them, which prompted men to make that daring face-to-face move. Dating within one's circle was the norm back then because distance was a real obstacle. Even though it is convenient to be able to video chat with someone who is located on the other side of the world, it also removes the authenticity that made dating what it was. So, why do men no longer approach women? It's easy. They're doing the math, and the pros no longer make sense. The pros are weighing down the entire dating experience as the scales have tipped. And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.